A true basketball fan would love starting five because you get to manage the game as well as your player, plus you get experience. There's never been anything like this before.
But this is a nice way to get a feel for your my player. Yeah, we've never had quite a mode like this in terms of my career NBA games online, which is essentially what this is.
Ooh.
I like it.
I think you'll notice in wins and losses here, the couple losses I've taken are when I try to do everything and be the main shooter. The wins are when I'm letting other people's strengths shine. So it could be a bit of a training ground for that as well, too.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Bucks taking on the Cavaliers. For the Bucks, tonight may look like David against Goliath, but in front of a raucous home crowd cheering them on, anything can happen. Cavs, Bucks, coming right up. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce, and the Cleveland starting five. Garland runs point with Mitchell at the 2. Evan Mobley out there with Max Strus. And it's Jones in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, on the wings, it's Allen and Middleton. Giannis and Portis work together inside. And it's Holiday in at the point. And over a long regular season, Graham, what are some of the things coaches do to keep things fresh and their players engaged?
Well, you said it best. It is a long season. And to keep it light, you have to have team outings and dinners and guest speakers. Intentional connections, that's what I call it. And really, there's so much pressure in this league. So those moments really allow you to bond and relax and really come together as a group.
Now here's Strus. Shot clock at 6. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Middleton. Pass to Allen. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Garland. Antetokounmpo can't connect. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Outside Garland. Mobley against Antetokounmpo. The offensive rebound. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jones against Middleton. Antetokounmpo. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Jones finds Mitchell. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Holiday. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Fade away. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, that's butter. I mean, Middleton with one of the smoothest jump shots in the league.
Mitchell, the pass to Jones. Garland for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Antetokounmpo. And he drops it in from the low post. Antetokounmpo's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Strus the pass to Jones. Nails the baby hook.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Middleton outside. Portis against Jones. Middleton, right side. To the inside. Here's Portis. Jones with the block. To the middle. Here's Mobley. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
That's about assertiveness. That's about Evan Mobley going at anyone in his path.
And Doris, the feeling around the league is Evan Mobley could win Defensive Player of the Year multiple times.
You know, BA, I think that's our point. And the reason it is because his effectiveness is not limited to shot blocking. This guy is excellent both on the ball and in help situations. Yes, he blocks a ton of shots, but the fact that he alters even more is as impactful. And he does this all at such a young age without getting into serious foul trouble. Look out, league. Evan Mobley is going to get better and better.
Holiday passes to Antetokounmpo. Portis outside. Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the baseline. Yes, on the jumper.
I mean, you watch Holiday play this game. He just explodes off the screens. Very good in pick and roll.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Now here's Mitchell. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Strus's shot is off.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Antetokounmpo against Mobley. And he's going for the oop here.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
The Cavs trailing. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Four on the clock. There's the triple. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Middleton, no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Outside Mitchell. Fires for 3. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he makes a first. Well, we see the young star talent for the Cavaliers, Doris, but where do they need to improve?
I think the big challenge is making sure you have quality depth. The East obviously has changed. It is so much tougher than it had been in the past. The back end of that rotation is proving so significant to your success.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. Garland with the ball. His last outing, he had 20. Oh, there's the alley! And Mobley throws it down.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
Strus against Middleton. The shot from the low post is good. Middleton's gotten his second bucket.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. on the wing, Strus. Clock at 6. Off target from outside.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul. Walker, he's checked in for Allen. Niang, he's checked in for the Cavs. LeVert comes in for Strus. Cleveland calls timeout. Last time they met was in Cleveland.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Looking now at some numbers for Chris Middleton. Mobley finds LeVert. Niang outside. Middleton against LeVert. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Earning a trip to the line, Caris LeVert is one tough guy. Has had to fight through so many leg injuries over the course of his career. Incredible.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Caris LeVert can flat out score the basketball. I think the key for him moving forward, just become more and more efficient because the ability is there.
Crowder, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jerome's checked in for Mitchell. He hits the second from the line. And so Middleton will bring it up for the Bucks. 3-point lead. 3-pointer. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland shooting just 38% so far in this one. Pass to LeVert. Over Middleton. The shot by LeVert, no good.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Here's LeVert following the score by Milwaukee. Here's Jerome. Walker covering. Jerome passes to Mobley. Garland for 3. Counted from distance.
Well, this is what you get when you get Darius Garland off the basketball. Very capable in the catch and shoot.
Outside Holiday. Over Garland. The shot by Holiday, no good. Cleveland has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Crowder with a steal. Pass to Holiday. Over Mobley. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Cavs trailing. And here's Niang. No made baskets yet. Now LeVert. Back to Niang. The 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Middleton. Here's Crowder. LeVert with a rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Jerome from 7. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Beauchamp comes in for Chris Middleton. And Beasley has subbed in for Holiday. Beasley outside. Walker passes to Beasley. Looking to win the run. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Garland, the pass to LeVert. Mobley, right side. It's not going to go for him. Oh, great D that time from Portis. The Bucks trail to the paint. Shot is up. And Crowder the bucket on the assist by Beasley. Crowder's got his second basket of the game.
I don't think the defense can do much more than that. Jake Crowder just exerting his will as much as his skill.
Good D by Niang.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Jerome, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Crowder, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Now you know this. Crowder is not afraid to get physical. This guy will draw contact and get to the foul line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
First one falls for him.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Flynn, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That one misses.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to LeVert.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left now in the first quarter. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
Mobley at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Throw good, Mobley.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
Now here's Portis. Still no points. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Jerome, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Pass to Walker. Portis against Mobley. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Mobley. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Crowder with it, defended by Niang. Back to Beasley. Outside Walker. Pass to Portis. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Portis has got 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Jerome passes to Niang. It's LeVert on the wing. And he's going for the lob!
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Karis LeVert is hitting wide open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Beasley outside. Fires the three. Doesn't go for him.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the three.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, leading by a point. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
So it's Milwaukee now. All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Karis LeVert is out there with George Niang. Then there's Malachi Flynn. Then there's Damian Jones. And it's Mitchell in at the 2-guard position. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the score by Milwaukee. Here's LeVert. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Middleton. That one rolls around and rims out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Oh, nice shot by Mitchell. Grant, you had a terrific mid-range game. It feels like more players are going back to that now.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, B.A. The analytics say dunks and three-pointers. But that makes your offense almost just two-dimensional. In many cases, too predictable. You're seeing more and more players, particularly the elite ones, finding comfort in the mid-range.
Here's LeVert. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. No good there.
Oh, a nice defensive play. Altered the shot, then stayed right there to clean up the glass.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
A physical guard who plays with no fear. Holiday doesn't get to the line as often as you think.
Drew Holiday.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Strus, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Flynn. Holiday hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 3. Outside Strus. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton passes to Holiday. Yep, that one goes. Holiday's gotten 4 this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Holiday against Garland. Six to shoot. And stolen by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Crowder inside, working on Jones. Jones with some nice D. The Cavs have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Six on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity.
The feed, the jam. Giannis.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Caris LeVert.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Crowder outside. Pass to Holiday. Lets the three fly. Drains the triple. And it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Cleveland calls timeout. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
All right, let's give a nod to defense now with a list of the teams leading the league in steals this month. Milwaukee, second.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. Mitchell against Allen. Outside Mitchell to stop the drought. From outside, Mitchell is good.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Pass to Middleton. Now here's Allen. Here's Crowder. Puts up a three. And it's Niang with the rebound.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
When they're at full strength, the Bucks can hurt you inside and out. Drew Holiday said we have so many weapons, and that's what makes us dangerous. Anybody at any given time can knock down a big shot. We find ways to score efficiently. Brian?
Yeah, and they've got that continuity factor as well. Playing is one. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Not going to go that time. Jones with some nice D. Well, Doris, through Damian Jones' first 8 seasons in the league, he's played with 7 different teams, including 2 separate stints with the Lakers.
And B.A., imagine how hard that must be on a young player. But give Damian Jones credit. This guy has worked hard to be efficient, and he's been willing to lean into that role as the, quote, throwback, rebound, and play defense type center.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 7. Outside Garland. Right wing. Niang, the pass to Garland. Just 4 to shoot. Top of the key. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I mean, just forcing the issue. Drew gets a pair at the line.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Drew Holiday.
The first free throw is good.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Mobley, he's checked in for Niang. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
And Holiday powers it home.
They're one of the best defensive players in the game. Holiday's timing on steals is phenomenal.
Here's Garland. The 3 from Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
They get it again. Tries again. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Some room here for Jones. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Allen. Fires from deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. And he lobs it up top. Allen outside. Pass to Crowder. Outside Holiday. Over Jones. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 8-point game. Here's Strus. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. He'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
And good whistle there.
Shooting for Cleveland. Max Strus. At the line for two.
Shoot two.
First free throw's good. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Beauchamp comes in for Chris Middleton. Walker, he's checked in for Allen. And Beasley has subbed in for Drew Holiday. Jerome's checked in for the Cavaliers. That one's so good.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Now here's Beasley. Defense right on him. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
That's a big-time send-back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out. Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
And the Bucks call time here.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Here's Portis. He has 6. Out to Beasley. From downtown. Gets the 3-ball to go. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Wade saw the pass coming, and Beasley was shot ready on the catch.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Jones. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Beasley, pass to Portis. Back to Beasley. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Jerome.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Milwaukee has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Outside Walker. Pass to Beauchamp. From behind the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Now here's LeVert. Let's go with a 3. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. On our 2K leaderboard, the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Donovan Mitchell, 4th.
These last couple games, both these guys have been red hot, finding buckets with ease and playing from the heart.
Inside, here's Portis. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Jones. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. LeVert, pocket 4. Mobley outside. The 3 from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. A minute 39 left in the second quarter. Beasley pass to Portis. Walker against Mitchell. Again, Milwaukee!
That's how you do it. The D looked helpless on that possession.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Jerome passes to Jones. Pass to LeVert. They need this. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Lonnie Walker the fourth.
And he drops it first. For the Cavaliers, Niang, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Flynn in for Mitchell. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, the Cavaliers shooting just around 39% in the second quarter. Jerome passes to Mobley. Now here's Niang, covered by Crowder. Pass to Jerome. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done to the inside. And Crowder with the jam.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Jerome passes to Mobley. To win the drought. And he gets it to go. Mobley's got 9 points.
I love the assertive play by Evan Mobley, making sure he finishes.
And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot. But when you lose the ball, you have no control of the possession.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. Can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The heavyweights for this team, Middleton and Giannis at forward. Holiday and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Portis in at the 5, down low. And that's the group for Adrian Griffin as we begin the second half. Bucks on D. Outside Garland. Mitchell against Allen. Just 5 on the clock. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The Bucks shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Portis. Here's Middleton. Pass to Holiday. Jones against Antetokounmpo. Jones with some nice D. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 17. And he lobs it up to the rim. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Antetokounmpo has got 16 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
And Allen gets it to go.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jones, the pass to Garland. And he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
To the middle. Here's Middleton. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Bucks lead by 21. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Now Garland. Back to Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. Allen defending. Knocked loose. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Allen, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Mobley. That one a little long. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Strus with the bucket.
Well, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Middleton looking around. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Strus with a defensive effort. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Cleveland calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
All right, Bucks fans, let's make some noise for the 4-on-4 crew.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Garland against Holiday. Down low. it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Assist goes to
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Evan Mobley still is just scratching the surface, but already he is making his mark in the most important way. Coach Bickerstaff said he's a winner. Fourth quarter's big moments. He just finds a way to help finish ball games and to make the play. Evan just makes the right play to help us win, he said. Brian?
Well, no doubt. He's the star on the rise, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Mitchell. On the wing, Strus. Releases, and there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 16 points for him. Ooh, poked away. Portis against Strus. And there's the drive. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Garland. And there's the lob. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Middleton against Jones. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
second personal foul.
Max Strus picks one up.
Intelligent play by Middleton. Now, he does what he can to ensure he gets fouled while in the act.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
A proven champion. Middleton is someone any team would love to have. A great player and a great locker room presence as well.
Both free throws good from Middleton. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 19-point game. Outside Strus. The 3 is up. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got assist number 5 here tonight. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Middleton. Now here's Allen. From 10 feet away. Jones grabs the board.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Mitchell, the pass to Garland. To the left side wing. Mobley finds Garland. Clock at 6. Outside Mitchell. Launches a 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got 17.
They're really working the paint now.
And Milwaukee has possession. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. To the paint. Allen inside. Checked by Mitchell. Allen can't get it to go.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Mobley, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You can see the defender struggling to contain Mobley. He's got size, he's got agility, and he's got touch.
Evan Mobley, 2 shots.
First one falls. And some changes here for the Bucks. Walker, he's checked in for Portis. And Beasley has subbed in for Allen. Niang, he's checked in for Cleveland. LeVert comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And both free throws good for Mobley. Milwaukee in the lead. And the Bucks call time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Get loud, fans. The loudest fans get free T-shirts.
Flynn, he's checked in for Cleveland. The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. The fourth spot held by the Bucks.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
Holiday passes to Middleton. The drive by Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Terrific night for Holiday so far. And I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
Here's Flynn. Still without a bucket. Shoots off the step back. Here's Mobley. Another shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's a high basketball IQ by Evan Mobley. This guy uses the aggressiveness of the defender against him. Smart play.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And a lot of NBA players and former players are getting into film production. How rewarding has that been, Grant?
You know, BA, storytelling is so gratifying and also so very important. Players do have a voice like never before. And these ventures are just another way of expressing that voice.
And both free throws good for Mobley.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Beasley, right side. Walker passes to Beasley. Now Middleton, covered by Strus. Against contact! Giannis stays strong.
Defense puts good pressure on Giannis inside, but he just refuses to back off and gets it to go.
Walker against LeVert. Back to Mobley. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Middleton. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Flynn, the pass to Strus. To the wing, right side. Throws it up high. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Here's Walker. Sinks that one from the post. Walker's got 6.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
LeVert. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here. And the Bucks making a change here. Beauchamp's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jerome's checked in for Darius Garland. Mobley passes to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Strus. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 18.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
The line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Cleveland has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Jerome on the wing. Pass to Flynn. Can they get it? Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Here's Walker. Back to Antetokounmpo. Fires it. Easy jumper from very short distance. Antetokounmpo has got 22.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Here's Jerome. Walker pulls down the board.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 22. Here's Beasley. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Beasley's got 5 points.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting for Cleveland, Evan Mobley. At the line for 1.
Throw good, Mobley. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Middleton. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Walker for 3. Strus grabs the miss. Cleveland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. LeVert right side. Down low. Here's Mobley. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is why it's hard guarding Evan Mobley at times. This guy, when he's aggressive, forcing defenders to match his energy.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Mobley. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Up top, Beasley. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. Beasley's got 8.
We know Mr. Beasley wants to drain it from distance, especially if you give him any kind of space.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Beasley. Mobley passes to Jerome. That one doesn't drop. Some solid D from Beasley. It's Walker on the wing. Mobley grabs the board. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
And Giannis with the jam.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
LeVert with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Tipped. Here's Flynn. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Flynn's gotten his first bucket of the night. Antetokounmpo outside. The three. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And some fans wince when he takes them. But Giannis can and will hit the occasional three-point shot.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. A huge 24-point lead for them. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
70.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. At the forward slots, it's LeVert and Mobley. Garland runs point with Mitchell at the 2. And it's Jones in at center.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
Milwaukee has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc to the middle. Here's Portis. Good.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Mitchell, the pass to Jones. And here's Garland. Lets a floater go. Count that one.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Antetokounmpo against Mobley. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Holiday. Inside, here's Walker. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Now here's Mitchell. It's tipped. They retain possession. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Over Antetokounmpo. Mobley, no good.
That's a tough, contested shot from mid-range. Not what they wanted.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Here's Garland. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Jones with the ball. All right, let's pretend you are Adam Silver for a day, Grant. You get one crazy rule to test out. What's it going to be?
Ooh, man, one crazy rule. Wow, great question. Well, the WNBA has tried this in all-star games. Live ball substitutions, a little bit like hockey. Keep the game flowing, a little chaos to be interesting, be fun, be very, very entertaining.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Jackson comes in for Walker. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Well, Grant, we've seen some teams double up with superstar players at the same position in recent years. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, and and other times it doesn't work. I mean, it forces a coach to be very creative. When you have multiple players who are used to being the guy, it can be hard to keep everyone happy.
Now here's Garland over Holiday. Garland, no good. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Outside Holiday. And here is Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Second chance shot. Jones with the block. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Jackson for three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Jones has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And he lobs it up.
Now this guy's something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Niang. Jones with the block. And he recovers it. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Niang outside. Left side Garland. Pass to Jones. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Bucks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Antetokounmpo finds Allen. On the wing, Holiday. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
For Milwaukee, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Holiday passes to Antetokounmpo. Jones against Lopez. Allen. And that one's drained from the low block.
How about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
Garland against Holiday. Garland, the pass to Jackson. Down low. Here's Jones. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. Nice speed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Garland. Driving to the basket. Here's Merrill. Allen defending from 10 feet away. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
A different look for Milwaukee. Crowder comes in for Jackson, and it's Beauchamp in for Allen. And the Cavaliers making a change here. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Here's Beauchamp. An easy 2 on the layup.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Flynn, the pass to Jackson. Back to Flynn. The wide open shot is on the money. Here's Antetokounmpo. And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, do you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
BA, I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge.
Here's Crowder. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Wade. Pass to Flynn. And he makes it.
Malachi Flynn.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Beauchamp. Outside Holiday. And here's Crowder from the arc. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Line for the Bucks, Jay Crowder.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And Doris, for the first time in league history, players can now own minority shares in NBA and WNBA teams.
And BA, obviously, this is groundbreaking in terms of the context of American sports. No other league allows for this. I am really excited to see how it plays out.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Beasley comes in for Drew Holiday. And he makes all 3. The Cavaliers have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the 4th. Here's Flynn. Poked loose. Here's Jerome, defended by Portis. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Beauchamp.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And Grant, with the idea of league expansion, some have worried in the past that there's not enough talent to go around. You see that?
You know, quite the contrary, BA. I mean, the league's in a terrific place for talent, and there's definitely the depth for more teams to join the fray.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Jerome. Pass to Flynn. Jacks up a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 20th rebound here tonight.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Mobley with the block. Niang, the pass to Flynn. And he lobs it up to the rim. Antetokounmpo against Strus. Here's Beauchamp. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Third personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Evan Mobley, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Well, from broadcasting to team ownership, heading USA basketball, Grant, what drives you to do so much these days?
Well, B.A., I'm an active guy, and I had a great playing career. But the things I wasn't able to do because of the injury, I think, left me even more motivated to excel and try new things in this next chapter of my life.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Crowder, the pass to Holiday. Here's Beauchamp. Pass to Beasley. Beyond the arc. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Guys, for Malik Beasley, it comes down to one thing in my mind, taking good shots. When he does that, he's super effective.
Malik Beasley.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Beasley. Strus up top. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Max Strus. One shot.
If they want to come away with a victory, they just need to keep knocking down those free throws.
Milwaukee has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Right side, Holiday. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Yeah, that's some flashy stuff from Holiday. I mean, those moves give confidence that carry over into your shot.
Jerome passes to Mobley. Now Strus. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. Again, the Bucks, good for 2.
A crafty ball handler that knows how to get defenders off balance. Holiday gives life to his team's offensive output.
Here's Flynn. Crowder grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Beasley. Now Crowder. 6 to shoot. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bucks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
It's good on the putback.
That's how you give me a little grittiness from Evan Mobley, not afraid of throwing his weight around right there.
On the wing, Holiday. Good D by Niang.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Holiday. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.